feel my love? Can you feel my love? Baby, feel my love through the dark.
Born in Belfast in 1973, KAZ HAWKINS is a Northern Irish singer-songwriter based in France. A powerful, deeply expressive voice blends blues, soul, gospel, jazz, folk and Celtic influences. After spending 20 years singing primarily in cover bands, she began writing her own material and gradually established herself on the European stage. Her personal journey, marked by her hardship and resilience, fuels songs of great emotional intensity.
I'm gonna love you through all of your sin.
In 2016, she won the UK Blues Challenge, followed by the European Blues Challenge in 2017. She was also a semi-finalist at the International Blues Challenge in Memphis and was named a Northern Irish Blues Artist of the Year in 2018. Her album My Life and I, 2022, showcases the full power of her artistic world. In 2024, the documentary KAZ HAWKINS My Life and You chronicled her story. Her album Coming Home, released in 2025, opens a new musical chapter centered on her Celtic roots. A mental health advocate, KAZ now uses music to convey a message of resilience, hope and healing.
I've been here, many a music tear.
Here is the interview the great KAZ HAWKINS granted me the day after 2026 Brezoi Festival concluded, exhausted by the whirlwind of activity that had kept her busy since the start of July, having taken up residence there for the folk festival and the preparation of a Gary Moore tribute. She had nonetheless poured boundless energy into connecting with her fans throughout this truly extraordinary festival week.
Sin. I'm coming home.
Why has KAZ HAWKINS returned to Brezoi every year since 2022? What special connection links this Northern Irish singer to Romania's blues community? Why is she so passionate about interviewing artists and audience members on camera? What is her relationship with Mihai Razvan-Mugescu and his wife Christina, who has been running the open-air blues festival Brezoi Valcea since 2017? What circumstances led to the magnificent tribute paid to Gary Moore? How did she bring together such amazing guitarists as Jack Moore, Ben Poole, Daddy Bryant, Louis King, André Cherbourg and Aristotle? For what various reasons, according to KAZ HAWKINS, is the Brezoi Blues Festival so special? What are her personal highlights from the 2026 edition? Why should people come to Brezoi in 2027?
I'm coming home.
KAZ HAWKINS answers all these questions with effortless sincerity, opening her heart and sharing her legendary generosity throughout this magical interview held on a beautiful evening as the festival drew to a close in the company of the team, musicians and guests. KAZ, thank you for being here. You're considered one of the leading voices in blues, soul and European folk. I recently settled in Normandy, France. Your Northern Irish roots resonate deeply within you, particularly in your magnificent latest album, Coming Home. No one has forgotten the terrible hardships you've endured during your life, which have nourished your work, filled with resilience, respect for others and love. Nor have we forgotten your radio work, nor your admiration for the great artist Gary Moore, which are among the reasons for your presence at Brezoi, a festival you've been a loyal supporter since 2022. I'd like to ask you first, after this whirlwind week when you expended a huge amount of energy, how do you feel today?
I'm exhausted.
How can it be?
But it's, someone asked me this last night after the show, and we're all pretty emotional at this stage because nobody wants it to end. That's the Brezoi effect. And last night when somebody said to me, I don't know how you do it. You've been running about this festival, you've been drinking beer with us, next minute you're on stage. They said to me, why do you do what you do for Romanian people? And I said, I grew up in Northern Ireland when I didn't have access to music culture across the world. I didn't grow up with traditional Irish music, so I've always felt like there was never a home, and because there was so much trauma in my life, both outside and inside the home, so I never had a real sense of family. I never had a childhood. I never had those moments that people can remember when you were kids out playing and good memories. And it got me thinking that when I moved to France enabled this peace for me that I had never had before because culture was so celebrated. But I'm never in France. I'm never at home. because I'm always on tour, so it's pretty hard to integrate. And not that it's lonely, but it's just hard to integrate and build friendships, and there are a few friends that I have. But when I discovered Brezoi in Romania, there's this thing that happens to you. It becomes addictive here because it's such a family community, and being a part of this community, even twice a year, because I come in December on tour, and it's the whole crew from the festival that we use. It feels like a belonging, and I understand Romanian hardship because they came through communism. They suffered horrendously, just like we did in Northern Ireland, and I think that's why I connect with their work ethic and their community spirit, how they love each other even through the bad days. So any exhaustion overtakes that love that I have for them.
Let's talk about your work as an interviewer, because you are. How did this project of offering the festival musicians the opportunity to participate in this live televised interviews come about?
Well, it had always been with its previous presenter, but the sponsors, as we grow as a festival, the sponsors like to be included and want more fun, more proactive with the audience, with the children, with the mums and dads. So when I said, when Mihai was talking to me about it, I said, well, if the sponsor want me to do it, then we need to do it right. So the whole vision is Dragos. Underneath, I don't think you've met him. He is underneath the stage. He's the one that does all the lighting, the video, or, he dances and does all what you see on the big screen. But it's him also who came up with the vision that we do a live interview before the artist goes on stage. The only reason we couldn't do that this year was because, sorry I keep hitting you, was because the sponsor's tent was at the other side of the field, and it was too hard for me to get across. And
maybe
also,
next year.
So yes, we may move it next year. But yeah, it was always part of the festival. I'm just trying to take it to the next level.
Which interviews stood out to you the most this week?
Oh, I think the Sakis Dovalis trio were one of the first, and they came in and they were just so cool guys. They're from Greece, and those guys came in, and it was the first interview, so I was pretty nervous, and it just was so natural, and I went, right, okay, this is how we're doing it, and they were such cool guys. But then I got to interview Sugaray Rayford, and he was like just a dreamboat.
White, out of the darkness into the light, fight or flight, left or right, so much confusion, tell me where is the line?
Let's talk about the contact you maintain so actively during the festival, making yourself 100% available to your fans, crossing the space in front of the stage with a microphone in hand, all ready to sign the albums, distributing goodies. How does this frenzy contact and warmth nourish your soul and your heart?
Because when you come from trauma like I did, I refuse to be depressed about life, and it re-energizes my soul. Because I don't get to meet people, because I come and I perform, the only time I get to see fans are at a merch desk, and it's not enough time to be human. So I become this conveyor belt, and it's not me. This is why I could never be Beth Hart or Joe Bonamassa. I physically and emotionally couldn't deal with that amount of fame. So it's for me, I love people. I love to meet people. I like making people laugh. I like seeing them smile. And I think what we did this year was gave the festival a face against the music for the audience. There was not that there was a gap, but it's kind of created now this even stronger community between the festival and the festival goers.
Let's talk about the close work you did beforehand with Mihai Razvan-Mugescu to prepare and ensure the smooth running of this festival. What is your relationship like, and what is like working with someone who is both demanding organizationally with authority and relaxed in interpersonal relationships?
Well, it's not just Mihai, you know, Christina, his wife, both of them run the festival. She just doesn't like to be in the spotlight. So we have many conversations. Conversations I will have with Christina are completely different to conversations with Mihai. Christina is the backbone. So we have conversations about how to, you know, give the festival better exposure, what works backstage. As an artist, I have a better insight of how you can treat artists better and how things can be, because as you know, Mark, it can get pretty hectic, and of course adhering to contracts. And so Christina is the rock for that. Mihai has the vision of madness, that's what I call it, and he will have an idea and he will have it implemented an hour later. We've discussed it, do it, Kaz. And I go, okay, and it's just a beautiful beautiful madness, and I thrive on that because I have ADHD, which is, you know, but I'm not high functioning, neurodivergent, but I'm methodical in organisation and how things look to me. So it can get pretty crazy, and I'm the one there that will go, this needs to be done, that needs to be done, don't forget this. So that's kind of where I can go between Mihai and Christina and help make their vision come even bigger.
Let's talk about everything that went into creating this fantastic set in tribute to Gary Moore. Mihai told me that this idea came from a conversation between during Brezoi last year. Why pay tribute to Gary Moore is the first question.
The conversation was at 5 a.m. as they were pulling down. It was getting late. The stage crews had come in to dismantle the stage. Of course, we had had a few drinks after the blues jam. And after every year, he says to me, so Kaz, Mama, you coming back next year? And I went, yeah, but you can't keep bringing me back for the same show. And he said, why don't you do another kind of show? And I don't know, I don't think we discussed the tribute, but I said, what about paying homage to some guitar greats? My hero, my guitar hero, I don't play guitar because he's from Belfast.
Yes, you do.
A little. But Gary Moore is a Belfast hero.
Could it be Rory?
For me, no. No. I think Rory is celebrated adequately. Gary Moore isn't. And for me, you know, in Belfast there's a Rory Gallagher. I have nothing against, it's just not... I'm not that I'm not a fan, but I just prefer Gary Moore.
Okay.
And also the connection. Rory is not Northern Irish. He's not from Belfast.
It's not very far, but...
Yeah, but when you live in Northern Ireland, it's very far.
I guess so.
So for me, you know, last year or the year before, there was a Rory Gallagher statue put up in Belfast. Of course, he was one of the only ones that came in the middle of the Troubles, the war. But there's nothing to honour Gary. There is a statue being made, and I really get annoyed because he educated a whole generation of Belfast guitarists. So I wanted to honour him in Kaz's crazy way, and of course I happened to get a hold of Jack Muir, who totally agreed to do it.
Yeah, that's the next question, but because for this tribute you called up a Romanian musician, but also Gary's own son Jack Moore, as well as Ben Poole, Daria Bryant, and Louis King was here. How did this connection come about, and how did the preparation for this giant concert unfold?
Well, when we agreed that we would do a legacy concert, it was only supposed to be a one-off, and I said to him, I can do it, but it's going to cost you a lot of money because I would like to bring in some cool guitarists. So then Ben Poole is already, you know, known here in Brezoi. He was the first choice, and one of the guitarists was actually supposed to be Don Martin, but he wasn't able to come. he was more of a Rory fan anyway. And I asked then Danny Bryant, the Romanian guitarist. Rareș Toto is a legend on the blues scene in Romania. So he was my first choice. And Andrei Cherbu, I've watched Andrei in the last 5 years. I've been coming to Romania, grow from he was a kid, you know, rocking out. And he had covered one of my songs, Because You Love Me. And Gary Moore is his idol, and I knew this, so it was a dream for him to be able to do it. And then Lewis King is a dear friend. He was coming anyway to play the fourth stage from Australia, and then he goes on to do a tour in Romania. But he said, "Okay, I'm not a lead guitarist." I says, "No, neither am I. But you're going to play rhythm, and you're going to help me control all these."
And he's
guitar.
a great singer.
He's brilliant, and he's so funny, such an entertainer. Yeah, so that's how it came about.
Used to be so easy to give my heart away, but I found out the hard way. There's a price you have to pay. I found out that love is no friend of mine. I should have known. Time after time, so long, it was so long ago, but I still got the blues for you. Used to be so easy to fall in love again, but I found out the hard way. It's a road that leads to pain. I found out that love was more than just a game. You're playing to win, but you lose just the same. So long, it was so long ago, but I still got the blues for you. So many questions in your face, but I know the reason. There's an empty space where you used to be. back more, ladies and gentlemen.
Some question about Brezoi on you, Kaz. Because the Brezoi Blues Festival has become a massive event for European blues fans. What, in your opinion, makes this festival so special compared to others? Oh, you did the work.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
What?
What a nice guy.
Yeah, here he
that
is.
for
This
you.
festival, he is. He builds everything you see. He's the one that holds the glue together. He is the glue of this festival. There's many different things. Number one, the spectacular view that you have. You're in the mountains and you've seen it yourself. I mean, it's just, you're in the Carpathian Mountains, you're next to the river. You have 3 stages. You have a beautiful forest stage that is, we call the Grove, which is chilled, more kind of really thinking space. And this year we had lots of handmade stalls where people could just go chill, have a coffee in the afternoon. And then of course we have the night jam, the Brezoi Juke Joint, which stops after the main stage. So you have the 3 stages that are very different moods. The mountains, the people, Romanian people are the most generous people I've ever met in my life.
The warmth of welcoming.
Agree. You know, they take the most simplest things very personal. When I first began to get to know everybody, they're very, standoffish, because I'm Kaz, I'm in your face, I
Come to mama.
Come to mama. And now we hug each other, we kiss each other, I stayed on site this year, and every week, I was here a month, and every week the kitchen staff brought me flowers, a jar of, vase of flowers.
Everybody loves you here.
I know, and I love them dearly. And I think it's because I'm normal like them, but yet I'm this artist, this diva that goes on stage, just like them.
Kaz, who are the artists of this edition, 2026? You would say it was a fabulous concert. I was totally blown away.
Sugaray Rayford always. This is his 2nd year. And Toby Lee, I've been friends with Toby Lee since he was 10, 11 years of age. I know his parents. And I've watched him also grow. But the performance he put on at the festival just blew my mind. And to see him grow, and now he's exploring his songwriting, so his songs are getting stronger, and he's now entering into a different blues,
And now his guitar is the right size.
Yes, it is. Bless him. Yeah, so that's my 2 standouts.
Can you give to our listeners 5 reasons to come in Brezoi next year? It's very important. This question
Oh
is
yes,
very much
very important, because the whole mission for me being here is to educate the outside world, the international community. Well, number 1, 2027, we have 2 headliners. Joe Bonamassa and Beth Hart is coming back for 2 nights, and she's the reason this festival exploded. In its early days, 10 years ago, I think it was 8 years ago that she came and done. I think it was 5. No, she done 5 in COVID.
No, she done that 2021, something like that.
Yes, but when she came the first time, I think it was, she done 1 concert or 2 concerts. But anyway, it doesn't matter. She gave Brezoi the exposure it needed at the time. And the other thing is the hospitality. Romanians don't have a lot, but they will give you anything. And this community, is gonna welcome 2 of the world's biggest blues stars. And it's a little community. I think I don't know how many thousand people it is, but they will make sure that everyone has a bed to sleep in, and everyone is fed, and everyone is watered. But for me, it's the festival team. They are the best I've ever experienced.
Thank you very much for all that, Kaz.
No problem.
You're spreading love wherever you are.
Come to mama.
Once again, welcome to Mama. Yeah,
Come to mama.
that's it.
Don't I watched for years your strength, your pride. You held the doors as life passed you by. Life just passed you by. Now I can tell you wanna go. Don't think of me, 'cause I can't go. You gotta take the highs with the lows. Sing it with me. So don't wait for me. I'm not going, 'cause I can't leave. And don't you dare say no, just because, Brezoi, you love me so. Take with you all the things you have. Just be yourself and don't be sad. There's bigger seeds to sow. I'll be beside you every step of the way. I'll hold you up when you go astray. Don't worry, it'll be okay. So don't wait for me. I'm not going, 'cause I can't leave. And don't you dare because you love me so. Just because you love me so. Just because you love me so. Raoul, Alex, Ade, Ali, and Andre.
And Mama KAZ!
Come to mama!